Men over 60, I want to share something with you tonight that may sound almost too simple to be true. 2 tablespoons of a natural mixture, taken before bed, working quietly through the night while you sleep, helping to restore blood flow, sensitivity, and morning firmness that many of you thought was gone forever. Now I know what you're thinking. You've tried things before. You've been disappointed. You've perhaps even resigned yourself to the idea that this part of your life is simply over. But what if I told you that the issue isn't age itself, but rather what's happening inside your blood vessels, your hormones, and your circulation? What if the solution wasn't about forcing your body to perform, but about giving it the specific nutrients it needs to remember how to function the way it was designed to? Over the years, I've watched countless men quietly accept changes that don't have to be permanent. The gradual softening, the lack of morning readiness, the anxiety that builds around intimacy. And I've heard the same phrase over and over again. It's just my age, Barbara. But here's what I always say in response. Aging is natural. Decline is not. The body was designed with remarkable regenerative abilities. When circulation slows, when hormones shift, when inflammation builds up in the delicate tissues, these are not inevitable consequences of getting older. They are signs that the body needs support. And nature, as it always has, provides exactly what we need. For centuries, traditional healers understood something that modern medicine is only now beginning to rediscover. The foods we eat, the oils we consume, the herbs and spices we use. These aren't just for flavor or basic nutrition. They are medicine. They carry compounds that can dilate blood vessels, reduce inflammation, balance hormones, and restore function to tissues that have become sluggish and starved of proper circulation. The mixture I'm going to share with you tonight combines several of these powerful natural ingredients in a way that works synergistically. That means each ingredient enhances the effect of the others, creating something far more powerful than any single remedy alone. Let me start by explaining what's actually happening in your body when firmness and function begin to fade. An erection, at its most basic level, is a hydraulic event. It requires blood to flow rapidly into the spongy tissues of the penis, filling chambers that expand and create rigidity. For this to happen, several things must be working properly. Your blood vessels need to be flexible and clear, not narrowed by plaque or stiffened by inflammation. Your nervous system needs to send the right signals. Your hormones, particularly testosterone, need to be at adequate levels to maintain tissue health and sensitivity. And your body needs sufficient nitric oxide, a molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and open wide. When any of these systems falters, performance suffers. And here's what most men don't realize. The same processed foods, stress, lack of movement, and poor sleep that affect your heart and your energy also directly impact your sexual function. The smallest blood vessels in your body are in the penis. They're often the first place where circulation problems show up. That's why difficulty with erections can actually be an early warning sign of cardiovascular issues. Your body is telling you that blood flow is compromised. But here's the encouraging part. When you address the root causes, when you improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and support hormone production, the body responds, sometimes remarkably quickly. The mixture I'm about to describe works on all of these levels. It improves blood flow, it reduces inflammation in blood vessel walls, it provides building blocks for hormone production, and it does this gently, naturally, working with your body's own healing mechanisms rather than forcing a temporary response. The base of this formula is extra virgin olive oil. Not just any olive oil, but true extra virgin. Cold pressed, preferably organic. This oil has been used for thousands of years throughout the Mediterranean, and populations that consume it regularly have significantly lower rates of heart disease, diabetes, and yes, sexual dysfunction in older age. Olive oil contains powerful polyphenols, plant compounds that protect and repair blood vessels. It's rich in monounsaturated fats that support healthy cholesterol levels and reduce arterial inflammation. One of the most important compounds in quality olive oil is called oleocanthal, which has been shown to work similarly to anti-inflammatory medications, but without the side effects. When you consume olive oil regularly, especially in the evening, it begins to soften and repair the endothelial lining of your blood vessels. This is the thin layer of cells that controls blood flow. When this lining is damaged by years of poor diet and inflammation, blood vessels can't dilate properly. Olive oil helps restore their flexibility, but olive oil alone, while beneficial, is not enough. This is where the synergy begins. The second ingredient is raw, unprocessed honey. Not the clear processed honey you find in plastic bears at the supermarket, but real honey that's thick, cloudy, and still contains pollen, enzymes, and beneficial compounds. Raw honey has been called nature's perfect food, and for men over 60, it offers specific benefits that are often overlooked. Honey provides quick, stable energy without spiking blood sugar the way refined sugar does. This is important because stable blood sugar is essential for healthy testosterone production and sustained energy throughout the day and night. Raw honey also contains boron, a trace mineral that has been shown in studies to significantly increase free testosterone levels. In one study, men who consumed boron supplements saw their testosterone rise by nearly 30% within just 1 week. Honey naturally contains boron, along with other minerals that support the endocrine system. Additionally, honey has been used traditionally as an aphrodisiac in many cultures. There's actually science behind this. Honey contains B vitamins that are essential for testosterone production, and it helps the body produce nitric oxide, that crucial molecule I mentioned earlier that signals blood vessels to open wide and allow blood to flow freely. When you combine olive oil with raw honey, something interesting happens. The fats in the olive oil slow the absorption of the sugars in the honey, giving you sustained energy without a spike and crash. The anti-inflammatory compounds in the oil work together with the minerals and enzymes in the honey to support both cardiovascular health and hormonal balance. But we're not done yet. The real magic happens when we add 2 more ingredients that have been used for centuries, specifically for male vitality. The third ingredient is cinnamon, not just a pinch for flavor, but a therapeutic amount. Ceylon cinnamon, which is true cinnamon, not the cassia variety commonly sold in stores, has remarkable effects on blood sugar regulation, circulation, and inflammation. For men over 60, this matters tremendously because insulin resistance, even if you're not diabetic, can suppress testosterone production and damage blood vessels. Cinnamon helps your cells respond better to insulin, keeping blood sugar stable and reducing the inflammatory stress on your circulatory system. But cinnamon does something else that's particularly valuable for male function. It's a powerful vasodilator, meaning it helps blood vessels relax and expand. Studies have shown that compounds in cinnamon can improve blood flow throughout the body, including to the extremities and, yes, to the penis. Cinnamon also has mild thermogenic properties, meaning it gently increases circulation and warmth in the body. Many men report that after taking cinnamon regularly, they notice improved sensation and responsiveness. This isn't forcing anything. It's simply supporting the body's natural ability to direct blood where it needs to go. The fourth ingredient brings everything together. Fresh ginger. Ginger has been revered in traditional medicine systems for thousands of years as a warming, stimulating herb that improves circulation, digestion, and vitality. For men specifically, ginger has been shown in research to increase testosterone levels, improve sperm quality, and enhance sexual function. One study found that men who took ginger supplements for 3 months saw their testosterone levels increase by 17%. Ginger works by reducing oxidative stress in the testes, the organs that produce testosterone, allowing them to function more efficiently. Ginger is also one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory agents. Chronic inflammation is one of the primary drivers of age-related decline in all body systems, including sexual function. The compounds in ginger, particularly gingerols and shogals, reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in blood vessel walls and in the delicate erectile tissues. Ginger also improves digestion and nutrient absorption, which means your body can better utilize all the beneficial compounds in the other ingredients. And like cinnamon, ginger is a circulatory stimulant. It gets blood moving, warming the body from the inside, improving delivery of oxygen and nutrients to every cell. So now you understand the individual ingredients. Extra virgin olive oil for vascular health and anti-inflammatory protection. Raw honey for stable energy, boron, and nitric oxide production. Cinnamon for blood sugar control and vasodilation. Ginger for testosterone support and circulation. When you combine these 4 ingredients in the right proportions and take them together before bed, they work synergistically throughout the night. While you sleep, your body is in repair mode. This is when testosterone production peaks, when tissues regenerate, when healing happens. By providing these nutrients right before sleep, you're giving your body exactly what it needs during its most restorative hours. Here's the formula: 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon of raw honey, 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon powder, 1/4 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger, or if fresh isn't available, 1/8 teaspoon of dried ginger powder. Mix these together thoroughly in a small bowl or cup. The honey will make it thick, and the spices will distribute throughout. Take this mixture about 30 to 45 minutes before you go to bed. You can take it straight from a spoon, or if the taste is too strong, you can mix it into a small amount of warm water or herbal tea. Do not use hot water, as excessive heat can damage some of the beneficial enzymes in the raw honey. What can you expect? In the first few nights, you may notice improved sleep quality. The stable energy from the honey, combined with the warming effects of the spices, helps many men fall asleep more easily and sleep more deeply. You may also notice that you wake feeling more rested. Within the first week, many men begin to notice subtle changes. Perhaps a slight increase in morning firmness. Perhaps a sense of warmth and increased sensation in the pelvic area. These early signs tell you that circulation is improving, that blood flow is reaching tissues that may have been undernourished for years. By the second week, the effects typically become more noticeable. Morning erections may return or become stronger. You may find that you feel more interested in intimacy, more confident. The physical changes are often accompanied by emotional ones. When a man begins to feel capable again, when he wakes up with evidence that his body is responding, it lifts a weight that may have been pressing on him for years. This psychological shift is just as important as the physical changes. Confidence feeds function, and function builds confidence. Moving into the first month, if you've been consistent with this nightly routine, the improvements often become quite significant. Erections may be firmer, last longer, and come more easily. Sensitivity often increases, meaning that sensation and pleasure are enhanced. Energy levels during the day typically improve as well, because the same factors that improve sexual function also improve overall vitality. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your brain, your muscles, your organs. Balanced blood sugar means stable energy without crashes. Reduced inflammation means less pain and stiffness throughout your body. Over the long term, 3 months and beyond, men who maintain this practice often report transformative results, not just improved sexual function, but a general sense of renewed vitality. Better cardiovascular health, as evidenced by improved blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Better metabolic health with more stable blood sugar. Improved mood and mental clarity. And yes, a return of sexual confidence and capability that many thought was permanently lost. This is not about returning to being 20 years old. It's about being a healthy, vital, capable 60 or 70 or 80-year-old. The body at every age has the capacity for pleasure, for intimacy, for function when it's properly supported. Now I want to address something important. This mixture is not a pharmaceutical drug. It will not force an erection within an hour of taking it. That's not how natural medicine works, and frankly, that's not how your body works best. What this mixture does is address the underlying causes of dysfunction. It improves the health of your cardiovascular system. It supports hormone production. It reduces inflammation. It enhances circulation. These are the foundations of sexual function. When you strengthen the foundations, the structure above becomes solid again. This takes time. It requires consistency, but the results are real, sustainable, and come without the side effects and risks of pharmaceutical interventions. Some men see results within days. Others take several weeks. The timeline depends on your overall health, how long you've been experiencing difficulties, and how consistent you are with the remedy. If you have significant cardiovascular disease, if you're on multiple medications, if you have diabetes or other metabolic conditions, the improvements may take longer, but the principle remains the same. The body responds when it's given what it needs. Every man's journey is different, but the destination is the same: renewed function, renewed confidence, renewed vitality. Let me also mention that this mixture offers benefits far beyond sexual function. Because it improves circulation throughout your entire body, you may notice that your hands and feet are warmer, that any numbness or tingling in your extremities improves. Because it reduces inflammation, you may find that joint pain decreases, that you move more easily. Because it supports healthy blood sugar and hormone levels, you may notice better mood, better sleep, better energy throughout the day. This is the beauty of natural medicine. You're not treating one isolated symptom, you're supporting your body's overall health. And as that improves, many issues resolve together. If you found value in what I've shared tonight, I encourage you to try this simple remedy. Give it at least 2 weeks of consistent use before you judge the results. Your body needs time to respond, to heal, to rebuild. And if this information has been helpful to you, please consider sharing it with other men in your life who may be struggling quietly with these same issues. Too many men suffer in silence, believing that decline is inevitable, when simple natural solutions are available. If you're new to this channel, you may want to subscribe so you can continue learning about natural remedies that support health, vitality, and well-being at every age. Your body is a remarkable creation. It has within it the capacity to heal, to regenerate, to restore function when given the proper support. The decline that so many accept as inevitable is often nothing more than deficiency and inflammation, both of which can be addressed through nutrition and natural remedies. You don't need expensive treatments or risky medications. You need what nature has always provided: real food, healing compounds from plants, and the knowledge of how to use them. Tonight, as you prepare this mixture and take those 2 tablespoons before bed, remember that you're not just taking a remedy. You're partnering with your body's innate wisdom, supporting its natural ability to function as it was designed to. Be patient with yourself, be consistent with the practice, and trust that your body knows how to heal when given what it truly needs.